Hey, welcome back to the Checkered Flag NASCAR PS4 League on YouTube. Tonight, I will be presenting you the Ford Ecoboost 200 at Homestead-Miami Speedway, and we're going to be trying something out new. It is, of course, the season finale tonight, so we're going to be trying out a new thing that I'm going to call the SUPERCAST. If we can, and we have enough people this weekend, we're going to try it for every single race this weekend. We're going to have 5 people in the booth, me as the main commentator, and then 4 others specifically focused on the final 4 drivers. Uh, we'll have Smoke with Don tonight. Ryan
Yo,
will
yo.
be Smoke will be with Don. There he is. We have Ryan. He'll be with GT, correct?
Hello.
Yep. We have S'mores. He'll be with Landrod. I'm not sure if he's here or not right now. And then we're going to be waiting on Weasel. He'll get here around the race time, and he'll be hopefully focused on Maverick if we can get everybody here. So, Smoke, you're going to be following Don tonight. He was the regular season champion, but it looks like that he's been surpassed by a couple drivers being faster than him. What do you think he might be thinking heading into tonight?
Don's got nothing to lose, man. Good, fast driver. I think he'll get it done tonight.
And Ryan, you're looking at GT. He really hasn't done much this season, and he's been an underdog for the most part, I would say. Where do you see him doing tonight?
I see him probably riding in the back for a little bit, getting everything figured out, and then try to make his move up front and prove that he can actually win.
hmm Yeah, so S'mores isn't here right now, but he has Landrod, and Landrod is actually my pick for the championship tonight. I think that Landrod is going to do. He's been really, really fast lately. The only issue with him could be his aggressiveness sometimes. He could be a little bit over aggressive, and I think we've seen that in the past truck races where he might push the limit sometimes, and who knows, we could have confrontations between some of the final 4 guys. Do you see that happening in either of you?
I definitely think there will be some run-ins, but I think it'll all around be a good, clean race.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Smoke there. It's probably gonna be a very clean race throughout, but near the end, if all the final 4 drivers are very close to each other, and it's gonna end up that one of these guys are gonna have to make a bump and run for the championship. Expect that to happen.
And we are focused on the final 4 guys tonight, but still, a non-final 4 guy could very much so win. The favorite for the championship for most of the year after a heartbreaking race last week at Phoenix where he wasn't able to participate. Sal, he'll be there tonight. I'm not sure if Quentin's going to be there tonight, but he's also going to be strong. Darth Kylo, he will also be racing tonight. So a couple of guys to watch out for that might take the win away from the guys that are going to be fighting for that final 4 spot.
And by the way, Mike, I am back.
Hello, S'mores. So you're focused on Landrod tonight. What do you think he's going to do?
I would not be surprised to see him be very aggressive. He's been aggressive mostly all year, like Pocono, for instance, which was the first truck broadcast that you and I were part of, along with mine guy as well. He would be very aggressive on the last lap of the stage, last lap of the race. If I was him, I would take the aggressiveness a little low tonight because there's so much. There's a lot more on the line tonight than basically what happened in the past 22 races. So I would still be aggressive like the last little bit stretch, maybe be more aggressive than he's ever been. But in order to get there, he's got to tone it down a little bit in the beginning and the middle part of the race. So I expect him to be, expect him to be more aggressive at the end of the race, but at the beginning of the race, just take it down a notch, pretty much is what I'm trying to
Hey,
say.
S'mores, can you get in Discord to listen in for that so we know when invites are going to be out for
Yeah, I
us?
can.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, I got it.
They're
No
out
problem.
now, but we can't join yet,
Yeah.
of course. So the person we haven't talked about is Maverick. Since Weasel isn't here, I'll talk, I guess. Maverick has been consistent all year. He hasn't been exceptionally good or exceptionally bad. He's just kind of been in the middle there. Really hasn't done much, but he could surprise a lot of people tonight. Maverick could, as Ryan would love to say, play spoiler. Um, and he could honestly run up front and maybe get some spots on some of these final 4 guys that we've been talking about.
Who knows? He may be a steal.
He could be a steal. Yeah. So, should be able to join practice here in a couple minutes and be able to look at our lovely drivers. Doesn't look like Don's going to be there for practice, but Don really never is there for practice, so nothing to be alarmed about. GT Low is there. Landrod is there as well. And where is Maverick? Maverick usually isn't there for practice either, if I'm correct. Is he not?
So I got a question for all you guys.
Yes.
Give me your race winner and why.
Who wants to go first? S'mores?
Yeah,
I
sure, I'll go
he's-
first.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go first. I was trying to listen badly.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be Sal because he has really nothing to worry about. Though the win for him would be bittersweet, I think he's just gonna go out there, have fun, and win this race.
Can we join yet, S'mores?
I'm checking right now.
What about you, Mike?
Personally, you say ask for the race win and the championship? Or
No, race winner and why.
the
You
race
can tell
winner
why.
and why? I honestly think Darth Kylo is going to win tonight. You know, he hasn't been around every week in the truck series, but when he has, he's shown speed and he's won races. If you remember the race that I commentated way back earlier in the season at Pocono with my colleagues Morris and Ryan, he beat out Sports. Now, granted, it was a fuel mileage race, but he actually ran with Sports pretty consistently in that race. So, I'm going to say that Darth Kylo is going to win tonight, but my heart is pulling for Sal. I'm rooting for you, buddy.
Go with a little bit of a sleeper pick here. I think Landrod's gonna win the race just because his aggressive mentality is just gonna carry him to the front, and he's gonna win the race because of it.
Yep, I could see that. Are we good, S'mores?
Sorry, my mic was off. Yeah, we can join.
Alright, so now it is time for practice. So it'll be interesting to see who maybe has a good car tonight.
And Bradley's the pace truck tonight. So.
Yes, Bradley is the pace truck tonight. He is not racing. I hope he made that pink 69 for tonight. But,
he didn't.
oh, that's lame.
Just set up the paint scheme.
That's the signature pace truck.
/ pace
Set
car.
by
'cause you
yours
did that for the
truly,
national
Michael
space.
Whitman.
Yes, sir. It's me.
That is the best pace car I'll ever see.
Thank you, Ryan. I love you.
Love you too, Mike.
So here we are. Bradley's out there in his pace truck. It's pretty cute, not gonna lie. He's right behind Sal right now in that nice Sirius XM Toyota, and he is side by side currently
With Darth Kylo.
Darth Kylo. Yeah, Landrod is behind them, and this looks like who's running out front right now. And as you see, Landrod is the highest of the playoff contenders right now. I don't really see where GT Low is. He's way back there.
Yeah, he's in the 2-1 right now.
Yeah, so not very promising start for him, as Bradley looks to be passing Darth Kylo on the inside. Let's see what GT Low is doing here. Ryan, you're covering him tonight. What do you see with
Yep.
this? What do you see with his line here?
He seems to be committing to the top a lot more than bringing it down to the bottom, which is a very risky decision because when you start doing that, it's gonna turn your car a little bit more loose. So he needs to be careful with that, especially with tires worn.
But if you can hold it up in the top lane here, that actually will save tires. The more you stay
is
in
true.
one lane, it's going to help your tires, and especially with how severe tire wear is in the truck series, especially in the playoffs in general on NASCAR Heat 4. Tire wear is definitely a bigger problem. So now let's check. Landrod's in the pits right now. Smoke, do you think he's probably not happy with how his car is feeling? What he's done so far?
Landrod trying to be aggressive as he can, trying to be the fastest that he can. I think he's just getting a pit setup in, getting that car tuned up for his race.
Oh,
And Bradley looks like he's having problems there, but the pace truck has historically had some issues. And the heartbreaking story that we've talked about a few times is there's that 51 car, Sal, Really, really unfortunate what happened to him. A lot of people looked at him as the Truck Series favorite for the title heading into this, and really, really sad to see him eliminated after not being able to race at ISM due to lag issues, which is just heartbreaking for Sal. If Sal was in this championship race, do you guys think that he would be able to be the champion?
I think he'd
Yeah.
be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it would be between him and Landrod, to be honest.
I would pick him. I'll pick him and Don as the two to beat.
Yeah, Sal and Don have been battling all year.
And then Landrod came in late in the season to battle with them.
Yeah.
So you really got to look back. There was really a big three forming at the end of the year, and then the playoffs they really proved that there was a big three of Sal, Landrod, and Don.
Yeah. And we pretty much thought that those three were pretty much locks for the Final Four, and looked at GT Low and Maverick to be fighting for that last spot. And it looks like that it's just both of them got to make it after Sal's horrible incident at ISM.
I think what really put Sal and the hole that he got put into was because he missed Martinsville.
Yeah,
Contact.
that didn't help, and there goes GT Low. Not a good start for him. Landrod running the top lane here. Really aggressive line, and he gets up into the wall there. At Food Country, USA Chevrolet Silverado. And here is the man who's covering Maverick tonight. It's Weasel.
Hi.
Hi, Weasel. So, since you're covering Maverick tonight, as he's your driver that you're going to be focused on, what do you see for him tonight? What do you think his path to a championship might be?
Well, he's gonna have to be aggressive. You know, I think a lot of these Final Four drivers are gonna be aggressive tonight. Probably gonna be a lot of bumping and going, but this is a track that, or multi-groove racing works very well. You know, you can run the middle pretty well, and you can run up there by the wall very well as well. So it'll just depend on how you go. I mean, you might see some bumping and going, but running at that top line, there's a little bumpy at some parts, so you got to watch it and make sure you don't get in the wall.
Mm-hmm. So, Weasel, you weren't here before when Smoke asked us who our picks to win were tonight. Who do you think is going to win the race? Not the championship specifically, but the race.
Championship, or not the championship. The race, I'd be looking towards maybe Sal or possibly Darth Kylo. Those are pretty front runners around this track. Not around this track, but around the series. It was a shocker last week when Sal didn't make it in, but I think he'll still be able to run up front today.
Yeah. So, Smarus and Weasel, you guys are both in championship 4 races of your own this weekend. Are you going to be looking at these guys tonight to try to see how you might race your race? Smarus, answer first, then Weasel.
Yeah, I would think so because usually when you look at the other different series, if you don't have the same track, you tend to look at the line, see which line's the best running out there, and see which line might work best for you. Like for Landlock, for example, watching right now he's running the top. Like if I might not be able to run the top on Sunday, so I might have to go down to the middle and make my car work. But things like this, when you can see the other drivers test out the lines, we would see that how the drivers that you're watching might react to the track. So track conditions, I would say, are going to be very different from Friday night to Sunday night. But usually the truck drivers and the National Series drivers, as well, the Weasel as well, might be looking at them as well, see if the tracks are it's going to be good enough to like run the middle and top. I feel like the bottom's not going to be working very well, but I can see already. But if it may never know, there might be some maybe taking a big risk to go to the bottom, but I think the middle of the top probably be the two preferred lines. For, not just tonight, but also tomorrow night and Sunday night as well.
Mm-hmm. Weasel?
Oh, and to add on to that, I mean, you can run the bottom a little bit, but it's definitely going to eat your tires. You got to be careful about that, and it's really hard to kind of stick it down there and let it hold because there's really not much traction down there. But watching these guys drive around, they're pretty much doing that. They're riding up around the wall. They're kind of in the middle lane there, where
Mhm.
all that rubber and grip's at. So it'll be interesting to see how they line they're choosing and for passing, because this is a track that the runoff isn't as great as it would be at other tracks, just because there's not much banking coming off the corners. It kind of like flattens out before you even get to the exit.
Hmm.
So we'll see how that works. I think the bottom's probably going to be the best to pass on, but you can defend pretty well on the top. And watching them go around, like comparing them to the Xfinity and the Cup cars, you could probably compare the trucks a little bit more to the Cup cars, just because those big spoilers and they punch a big hole in the air. Where the Xfinity cars, it's a little bit different. The handling's a lot different, and obviously there's just a big speed gap. So, but yeah, we'll be watching like what lanes they run, and maybe taking some of that into our races.
And I also forgot that Smoke is going to be part of a Final Four of his own Sunday. He'll be competing against Morris, Sports Kid, and Bradley. So, Smoke, same question to you. What are you going to take from tonight?
Really just take like how the competition's gonna be looking. I know these guys won't be racing in the other two series, but I can kind of see from how it's going there will be a little bit more contact. Everyone trying to fight for that high lane, which seems to be the preferred lane, being ran by almost all the drivers tonight. So really just trying to see like how drivers are gonna work with each other, give them time to kind of like have a slip up or two, but
Hmm.
it'll all play out for Saturday and Sunday night.
And Ryan Guy, you of course are not racing for a championship, but you're out there to win tomorrow night. How do you think you can do that?
Run my race. Don't let anyone else really screw me up. Really, just concentrate and just win. Really, that's all I got to do. Have
And
fun.
and you're gonna be in a different perspective than the guys fighting for the championship. So if you see like a heated battle between two championship drivers, are you gonna enter yourself into that battle, or will you maybe back off of it and let them battle it out?
Um, it really all depends, really, because knowing if they're in a heated battle, they're gonna burn up their tires anyhow. So I could still lay off and have a chance to pass them after their tires are so beat up that they can't handle it.
Right. Yeah. Well, it'll definitely be interesting tomorrow night. We'll have Incog, Weasel, Predator, and GT Jones fighting for the Bass Pro Shops National Series Championship. And Sunday, as I've said, we'll have S'mores, Sports Kid, Bradley, and Smoke all fighting for that coveted Samsung Cup Series Championship. I'll be here all weekend, so it's going to be great. Pretty sure S'mores will be back with me tomorrow. Smoke, perhaps. I'm not sure if you're in or not yet for tomorrow. And then I'll have Weasel back with me on Sunday. So yeah, it'll be a fun weekend here at Homestead as we're watching GT Low do some laps around here. Looks like everybody's done. Darth Kylo's still out there. Darth Kylo's actually running a lower line there towards the middle maybe. He's kind of below like that middle seam. Do you guys think that the low lane could play a factor tonight and maybe give somebody an advantage?
It might. Maybe if you want to kind of do a slide job in the turn, maybe try and get up in front of the guy in front of you. Low line doesn't seem too bad when a car's on the outside, but we'll just have to see how it plays out later in the race when tires a little bit more worn.
Yeah. Tires can wear out pretty easily here depending on which line you run. And Weasel, you've done some practice sessions this week at Homestead. What do you think about the tires here? How do you save tires?
Running the top saves tires tremendously. But like again, you're not going to be as fast up there. Like yeah, you can hold a line up there, but you're not going to like. I think the middle lane's probably the quickest right now. And I would say the top lane's probably about maybe 0.2 of a second off time. But you can still like defend your position up there very well because it limits the car under you from being able to come up as much. And but yeah, the top will save your tires a lot more. But you got to watch for those bumps up there because it'll slide you into the wall.
Yeah, and if you run that top lane, it'll be really, really easy for you to get up into that wall since it's so crammed up there. There's not much space, and there's very, very little room for error. As we see Sal trying to run that top lane, he hit the wall there. So, and he spins out, so all pretty hard there. GT Low, I'm not sure where he is right now. Oh, he's in the pits. It looks like everybody's done right now except Sal, and GT's in the pits currently.
Yeah, my driver Landwide, he's done for the practice sessions.
Yeah,
His truck's set for qualifying.
he got his laps in, and so it'll be interesting to see. Maverick and Don aren't here yet, but I assume they will be here very, very soon. And we'll get our championship pick soon. Not yet. But do you think that some of these guys, they remain unsigned for next year? Do you guys think they are tonight they're going to use this as a proving grounds?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. Some of the Truck Series drivers are, in my opinion, a little bit overlooked. They don't really get as much attention as some of the Cup and Xfinity drivers do. So I definitely feel like tonight, if you run well, you might get an offer or two from a higher organization.
Yeah, because this is going to be the most watched race this year. It's a championship race. We got 5 broadcasters. It's the SUPERCAST. So I'm pretty sure this will be the most watched truck race of the season. Everybody's going to be watching in the league, so all eyes are going to be on the Final Four and these Truck Series regulars that you might not see all the time. Sometimes you might not check out these broadcasts with the truck drivers in it, but you're watching tonight. So it'll be very, very interesting to see. And as we pay attention to GT Low, one thing about GT Low that could be beneficial for him tonight is he's getting a lot more practice laps than Landrod and even Don and Maverick, who did not attend practice. GT Low is getting laps in and feeling his car out. Do you think that's going to help him tonight, Ryan? You're going to be focused on him in the Supercast. I don't think Ryan knows. Ryan,
Yep. Sorry about that.
did you hear my question?
No, because I had to go check something.
Oh, jeez, Ryan. I was just asking you how GT Low's extended practice and how many laps he's logged compared to people. Do you think that'll help him tonight in a positive way compared to the other Final Four drivers?
It could. The only problem is what I'm seeing is that he's really struggling to find when to get back on the throttle, because every time he gets back on the throttle, he goes up into the wall. So maybe he's just trying to figure out how to fix that issue, because he looks like he's getting on too early, and the car just keeps going up.
He looked pretty good in this corner right here through 3 and 4. He had a really, really smooth turn. But one issue with him is if he's going to start at the top and drift down to the bottom, that's going to hurt his tires a lot, because in these trucks, you have to stay in one lane to keep your tires good for tonight. You can't swap with your lanes.
Yep.
And the top lane, as we've heard, is probably the best lane for saving tires. And do you think these guys are going to take a more aggressive route around this track for qualifying tonight to get the best time?
Yeah, I would think so, because I want to get the fastest laps possible. So it usually 7 times really doesn't matter for qualifying. It's usually just that lap and then 2 qualifying laps. And these 2 laps will probably be the biggest qualifying laps for the championship drivers all year, because wherever they qualify, it would depend on who they're racing for the championship tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really hard to pass here tonight. How would you guys go about passing? Because it's kind of a one-groove racetrack, either the middle or maybe the top. How do you guys go about passing tonight?
I think there'll be a lot of different ways people are going to be passing. Maybe you try and get a run off the corner. Maybe they'll block low so you can just get the high line for basically free. Or you might have to work your way around on the inside or the middle lane to make a key pass.
So we have a couple people watching the live stream right now. Incog, thank you for watching. And NASCAR Man's here. Captain Charisma is in the house tonight, so thank you guys for checking out the stream. Hopefully we have some more people filter in and watch it tonight. So qualifying should be starting any second now. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think I'll try to have a direct feed with race control. I'll probably have Bradley talk to me about everything. So, because he's going to be the pace truck. Oh, there's a qualifying invite.
And I'll let y'all know when to join.
Yep. So it's going to be cool tonight to see how these guys qualify. I'm not sure if Don and Maverick are in there yet. Let me check. Does not look like they are, so we are missing Don and Maverick currently. Maybe they're just going to be there for the race, maybe not qualifying. So I don't know. Got a couple more comments. We have 4 viewers now, so thank you all for watching. Yes, thank you for that, Incog. Pickles and peanut butter are great. So, do you think that this is a question to Smoke and Weasel? Do you guys think that the drivers that you're focusing on, Don and Maverick, not practicing and presumably not qualifying tonight, think that'll affect their race tonight?
Oh yeah. They're obviously, if they're not practicing, then they probably won't be able to qualify, and then that means they're going to start in the back. So, but one good thing about the Championship 4 is that it's not a points race. It's just whoever finishes ahead of the others. So, starting in the back, it's not really going to matter if you finish last for stage 1 or anything like that. Just as long as you get up there by the end of the race.
All right.
Yeah,
We can join.
matter. So as they work their way up, as the race goes on, I feel like they'll both be in the conversation at the end. So
Did you all hear that we can join?
Yep.
yes.
Okay. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. And one thing about, as Weasel mentioned, it's not a points race, so stages practically mean nothing tonight. You could go out and win both stages and lose the championship because you finished below one of the championship 4 drivers. Do you think these guys are going to look at the race like as the stage is completely inconsequential and just be focused purely on the race and maybe not running up front in the stages but making the best strategic moves that they can?
Yeah, I think we may see a lot of that. And if this track was a little bit longer, I mean, we might see people pitting before we get to 2 to go, and maybe taking like right side tires or something. You know, we don't know, depending on their pit strategy at the time. But you know, they might be able to come in and get a little bit of gas or something, and make it back out before the leaders come back around. That way, they don't have to pit when the stage comes around.
Yeah. So now we're looking at GT Low here. I'm not sure who's going to be going off first in the qualifying. There's Bradley in this really, really nice white and blue pace truck, that Ford F-150. Very, very snazzy. Good job, Brad. Tonight's broadcast is presented by the 88 and the 9. Shout out to Incog for that. Bradley's parked way in front of everybody. I'm not sure why. Oh, Landrod spun back there.
Wow.
That could affect his qualifying run. Does he have any
It looks
damage?
like the 75 does not have much damage, but there might just be a dent or two.
That could hurt his tires, though. That could affect. He could have a little more tire wear than a lot of these guys that are currently out there. And off goes Darth Kylo for his lap. He sets off here. Who's going to be next? It will be
51.
Sal.
Like the 51.
And we see Sal there. We're going to focus on Landrod and GT's laps, though. Who's off next? It's GT Low. So we're going to watch out.
Leave Landrod to be last.
Yep, we're going to watch out for GT Low here, and Landrod will be the next person to go.
There he goes.
As the 75 is off now, riding that apron, as he now pulls back up onto the track, working on his hot lap as the 24 goes into turn 1.
On board with Darth Kylo here, takes a really, really low lane through turn 1. Drifting up the track here to the middle lane there. Now he's up high. Will he get the run off the corner? And he'll stay out of the wall. Really, really good corner from Darth Kylo. Sal is going to take a higher approach through turns 1 and 2. He's been running the high lane the whole time. He should get a really, really good run off the corner. He keeps it off the wall. There's GT Low. He's running a similar lane to Sal. A little bit lower, though, into that middle groove. He exits 2. Landrod
there.
on the outside.
Yeah.
Interesting strategy by the 24 there, running a little bit of a middle to lower line than the other 3 out there on the track right now.
Yeah, it was very interesting to see. He was really, really low through 1 and 2 there. Sal is really going very, very high, so it's 2 polar opposites there. GT Low, he's running high in turns 1 and 2, and Landrod across the line. He's done with his first lap, and out of turn 4 here, Darth Kylo will cross. He's done with his 2 laps. Here's Sal. Sal exiting turn 4 right now. really, really good 3 and 4. He kept it between that middle and high lane. It looks like he got a little bit swirly off of 4, and he is done with his laps. GT Low riding that middle groove there. It looks like he got a little bit loose off the corner there, and he will complete his 2 laps. And Landrod, he's riding the car really, really high. I think he might have gotten into the wall a little bit there.
That could
He did
affect his
on his warm-up
qualifying
lap.
time.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting here. The 4 drivers able to qualify are finished. So, that was qualifying, and Landrod's just going to ride the wall out here. And I think we'll get a couple guys in here for interviews. So,
So I got a question for you guys. Who do you think won the pole there, just based on the little 2-lap run that we saw through our cameras?
I would say, not like what I would say, Dodge Cadillac, I think, got the pole, from what I heard. Seemed like he had the best truck out there.
I'd have to agree with S'mores there. I think it'll be Darth Kylo and maybe Don, not Don.
yeah, I think Darth Kylo was the pole sitter for tonight. He looked really, really strong. And we're going to get GT Low in here for an interview, the driver of that 98 Ford F-150. Let's get on him. So we're waiting on GT Low in here to get an interview.
And I'll keep an eye on the qualifying results to keep y'all updated.
So we know who will be starting where, and make sure that we see if Don and Maverick are going to get here. GT, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good, man.
Are you excited for this race?
Oh yeah, I'm excited, man.
So
Final race
Ryan,
of the season.
yeah. So Ryan has the honor tonight of covering you, so I'm going to hand it off to Ryan to ask his questions.
All right. So, in practice, it seemed like you were pretty loose, just going into any turn, coming off especially. Did you maybe have a setup that changed anything?
Yeah, I did put in a setup, and it did help. It did help me some, I will admit. I did the best I could with it. I ran as many laps as I could with the time that was within the time frame I was giving. Not sure my best lap was in practice, but wasn't too bad.
With it being the championship four, do you think the pressures are so high that you're gonna crumble, or do you think you got this under control and that you could possibly win this championship?
I think I can keep it under control. Sometimes there is that tendency that you choke, but I don't personally see that happening. Just because I believe in myself. I believe I can do this, and keep my head to it.
Okay. You guys got any more questions or any questions?
I just realized I wasn't muted in the Discord, so I was just talking the whole time.
So who do you think your biggest competition is tonight? Who do you think is going to stack up the best against you and give you the biggest challenge for the championship?
As of now, out of the drivers, do you mean out of the driver? Well, I'm not gonna ask that question because it'd be a dumb question. But out of the current drivers that are here, I would say Landrod, because he's pretty fast. We're all rookies, but some of us are faster than others. If Don shows up, he's gonna be everybody's main competitor. The big man Don, he's
BMD.
Yeah, he's got
BMD.
What 2 wins under his belt now, I believe.
Yep.
Stage wins too. He's got a lot of laps led and 2 race wins as a rookie, and that's pretty impressive. Beginning of the year, a lot of the veterans were running with us, but thankfully a change was made for that.
All right.
But
Well.
as of now, my main competitor is Landrod.
Mhm.
Any more questions?
Yeah. You guys had anything? No. So.
No, I don't have any questions.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, GT, and good luck tonight.
Oh, no problem. Thanks.
Yep.
I need the luck.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. That was a stunning interview from GT Low. And now we're gonna get Landrod in here. The person that a lot of
Qualifying
us.
results are being typed in right now.
Oh, Bradley,
Yeah,
being a big
yeah,
qualifying guy.
I've been keeping an eye on the qualifying results, and I've seen Valley type like five. Oh, there we go. Layla got the pole.
Landron got pole.
Something surprising, the 24 car of Darth Kylo gets third with a 33.509 qualifying time. Two
Wow.
tenths
Yeah.
off the lead.
Yeah.
It's pretty close though between Landrod and Sal there. Not much separating those two guys for the pole. As we're waiting on Landrod to join here.
As he did
He's
join.
here now. He's here
Oh, hey,
now.
hey, Landrod. I don't think I can hear him yet. Yeah. Landrod.
Yeah.
So how you feeling tonight, bud? You got the pole.
Oh my god, I feel like $1,000,000. No other words to describe it. We're in the final four. The final four. I'm just surprised and I'm really happy of what I've accomplished this season just as a rookie. And, sitting on the pole as well, couldn't be any better to be sitting on the pole and for the final race and one that I'm probably going to be just probably remembering for the probably the rest of my career. And we'll just see how she goes.
All right. So Smoke will be covering you tonight in the Supercast. So take it away, Smoke.
So Landrod, qualifying on pole, feeling like $1,000,000. Do you think you can hold on to that pole and hold off guys like Darth Kylo and Sal and GT and win this race?
Guys, it's touch and go. Just see what the truck can do. I mean, we won the pole, but when it comes down to the race, it's a different story. Guys sit on the pole every week and they're fast in qualifying. Like Clint Boyer in Las Vegas, he was fast, but never, played a big factor in the race, really. But we'll try to hold him off and see what we can do in the end.
So I got one more question for you. So as I just asked, how you think you'll do in the race? What do you think will be the pit strategy to win tonight? Do you think it'll be fuel mileage or just straight out run to the finish?
Probably end up being either or, in my opinion. Words can't even describe what I'm feeling. Like I said, and to be honest with you, pit strategy is just gonna be pit strategy, and you're gonna have to play your cards right at the right time. You're gonna probably have to work really hard at doing what you're doing, and yeah.
All right, man. Good luck tonight.
So I was
Alright,
wrong. Smoke isn't covering Landrod. S'mores is. I got that two mixed up. So S'mores, do you have any questions for Landrod?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
Knowing that you and Sal as it looks like now, you're probably the two fastest trucks, but like you mentioned, qualifying really doesn't matter. But do you think are you going to be racing GT Low the same way that you'll be racing Sal and Darth Callow tonight? Are you going to race them the same, or are you going to race them a little different?
I'm gonna race every race. The way that people might see it, you're gonna run your race. You're gonna run the race like you normally do. In my opinion, with it just being me and GT right now, I'm gonna run the heck out of them. you know, and I'm gonna race the normal guys, you know, the guys that aren't in the playoffs, like I probably would, and you know, GT would probably do the same to me. You know, it's just, you know, it's gonna be touch and go, and we're gonna have some, you know, I'm like I said, I'm gonna have to race like probably never before. My heart's already racing right now, to be honest with you, S'mores, and just like I said, the smoke and the rest of you guys, words can't describe it.
Well, from past experience, don't let the nerves get to you because that could be your first downfall. It could be your nerves getting all rambled up, your heart's beating really fast, and you get anxious, you get nervous. You
We
tend to make
haven't
more.
even dropped the green flag yet.
Yeah, just try not to think about it. Just try to make it like it's like a normal race, like there's nothing on the line pretty much. So until like the very end, but just keep your head straight and just keep focus on your race, focus on what you do best, and that's being behind the wheel on the track, and hopefully you can come out on top.
Yeah, thank you, Lara, for joining us.
Yep,
Good
not
luck
a
tonight.
problem. Thank you, appreciate it.
Alright, so now we're gonna get the guy that was the closest to making it, but did not make it. We're gonna get Sal in here and see what he's gonna be looking at tonight.
Beck, I gotta go get my charger.
Okay, Rye guy.
And Dom Zito join.
So Don is in the lobby. Don is there. Maverick, we're waiting on Maverick. Maverick should be coming in soon. He usually gets there around this time, so a little bit later than usual. And hello, Sal.
Hello.
How you feeling tonight?
I feel great. Ready to get this win.
Good, good. So Sal, you gotta be still hurt from last week. How does that affect you after having probably the best season out of any of the truck drivers and then missing the final four because of lag issues?
I mean, it stinks, and it's something that still frustrates me because I know one we could have done well at ISM, probably not beat you, but we could have ran up front, and two, it cost us a championship.
So, let's say it's a hypothetical situation here. Let's say you're in the final four. Do you think you're going to be the champion tonight? If that happens.
I know I'd be the champion tonight.
A lot of confidence from the driver of the 51 car, Sal. And, Sal, do you have any announcements about what you might be doing for next season yet? Do you know what you're doing?
I do. I had previously announced I was moving up to the National Series, but after what happened last week, I talked to Mike, my team owner.
It's me.
And I will be returning to the trucks and will be driving the 99.
So, Sal, do you look at next season in the Truck Series as more as you coming back for vengeance and getting that championship that you deserve this season?
Yeah, for sure. I know that now we have some experience. It's just a matter of grabbing some more wins and being in the Final Four.
All right, well, Sal, you've been racing around these guys all year. Who's your favorite?
I don't think I have any.
I mean, like, who do you think is going to win? Not your favorite person, but who do you think is going to win?
I think it'll probably be Dawn. Just some people don't show consistency, and other people just try to win the race on lap one, and you can't do that, especially not with the championship on the line. So for sure, I think it'll be Dawn.
And do you have anything to say about Dawn? Like,
I respect Dawn.
Rhymes with irate.
Irate Dawn or I elate Dawn?
No.
Okay.
I bait Dawn.
Alright, well, thank you for joining us, Sal, and Go out there and win that race tonight.
All right, thanks for broadcasting, you guys, and enjoy the show.
Yep. All right, so let's get Don in here since he is in the Discord lobby. Do we have time? Yeah, we got time. Yeah, Maverick usually gets there pretty late, though. Yeah. I don't know why. He should be at the driver's meeting, but, yeah. So we're waiting on Don here. Who's in the 45 car?
That's Don.
Well, I know
That
it's
is
Don.
Don.
I'm looking at who's in real life in the
Chastain.
45 car. Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that watermelon car is valid.
Yeah, I like that watermelon paint scheme.
Yeah, that's kind of cute, not gonna lie. So we're waiting on Don here, the regular season champion. Can he make himself the whole season champion here tonight? Smoke, you're actually covering him. So, what do you think?
Man, Don, always been up front the entire season. Think nothing's gonna change tonight, so I'll ask him a couple questions when he gets in here about how he thinks his race is gonna go, and we'll go from there.
Yep, so after this Don interview, if he gets in here, we're going to make our picks for the championship, and we will then listen to the driver's meeting, headed by the boy Bradley, pacing it tonight. So that will be good. And Don is in here. So Don, how you feeling tonight? You missed practice and qualifying. Do you think that's going to affect your race tonight?
Sure hope not. No, I'm doing good. Just trying to treat it like another race night, man.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep chill, do my thing, stay out of trouble, and have a little good luck go my way.
All right, Smoke, take it away.
Kind of to piggyback off of Mike's question, do you think starting in the back will kind of render you from getting up front and kind of testing out the waters for your competition for earlier in this race?
Yeah, actually, that's a good one. I think being in the back will help me a little bit be able to see who's faster, who's not, and the stages will help me get back right up there and battle.
As this is the championship and stage points don't matter, will you kind of hide your deck of cards, if you will, don't really show them what you got, or are you going all out from the start?
Yeah, I think I'm going to hold back just a little bit, and then the first stage at least, and then by the second stage, see if any strategies will pay off, and then put it all together on the final stage.
All right, good luck to you, man.
Yep, thank you, Don. Good luck.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Heck yeah, we're going to try to put on a good show for y'all. Thank you.
Break that watermelon.
Heck
All right.
yeah, thank you, man.
Yep, have a good night. So, now, as I've said multiple times, tonight is going to be our first Supercast race. We'll have each person in this lobby, except me, I'll be focusing on everybody, focus on one specific driver, so a little bit of a roll call. So, Smoke, who are you focused on?
Don Venzito in that 45.
Ryan, who are you focused on?
GT Low, the 98.
Weasel, who are you focused on?
I've got Maverick in the 87.
And S'mores, who are you going to be focused on tonight?
I'll be keeping an eye on Landline to 75 tonight.
All right. So, now it's time to pick your champion. S'mores, go first.
Pretty much on my pick would say Landlord, but I honestly don't see Landlord winning the title. I still think that Don will in the 45, excuse me, even though he's starting a little further back than he would like to. I still think, like you mentioned, he's going to be calm, collect in stage 1, but as stage 2 comes on, he's going to start picking up more speed and start going after it. So I none of these routes would be expecting that because they'd be like, oh, I'm beating him, but he's actually playing mind games with them. So I would think that Don will probably sneak away, and pull battle up for the title. And I would think that Don Z will be a champion tonight.
All right, Weasel, who do you think is going to win tonight, the championship?
I'm going to have to go with S'mores. I think it's Don. I think Landrod's going to give him a good run for his money. But I think ultimately Don, he's been the more consistent driver all year. So I think Don will run away with it tonight.
All right, Ryan?
I'm going to disagree with what Weasel and S'mores said. I'm going to go with the 75 of Landrod. I think just the way Don's been running in the round of 6 ever since winning at Talladega, he just doesn't seem to have it. So I feel like Landrod is going to get his best shot now, and he's going to take the championship away from Don.
And Smoke?
Blake Weasel and S'mores are saying Don was strong in the beginning of the year, fell off a little bit when we made the transition to Heat 4, but I feel like he's going to pick it back up tonight with the championship win and giving him some good momentum for next year.
All right, so let's head into the Discord lobby for the drivers' meeting.
During a caution lap, and you're not a free pass or a waiver round, you will be black flagged. Basically, starting at the rear of the field. And if it happens more than once, it'll be a 1-lap penalty.
Get him, Bradley.
Am I forgetting anything, Mike?
I didn't hear the first part of it, so what'd you say?
Did you make sure it was a Ford?
Well, I got the laps where there's no caution. I got the stages, I got the pace speed, I got the pit exit. I decided that there isn't going to be a commitment line because there's nothing down there.
Yeah. What's the stage tonight again, Bradley? I didn't get it on the broadcast.
14 laps.
14 laps? Okay. Alright.
So, 14 to 15.
Did everybody hear the part about it being a Ford? Everybody heard that, right?
Now it's time
That's the
for
most important
questions, comments, concerns.
Okay. My concern is, why is it a Ford?
I told you this earlier and quit asking stupid questions.
Okay.
It's time to get serious. You're trying to race for a champion.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to lighten the mood. Let me out of this lobby.
Alright, well that was the drivers' meeting. We had a little dose of serious Bradley. Always nice to see serious Bradley. It means business. And it seems like GT's in a pretty decent mood. Do you think his lightheartedness might either help him or hurt him tonight?
Personally, I think it would hurt him because, like Bradley said, you're racing for championship, you need to be serious. Yeah, it's cool and all to be, I'm telling you, like 1 or 2 jokes here. But if you're just telling jokes like any other weekend, you're going for the title, everyone's going to think you're not taking it serious enough. So they probably, not have to be worried about you at all, knowing that you're just not taking it so seriously like everybody else is. So I would say it's going to hurt him, honestly.
Alright, so 2 minutes to the big race here. Any final thoughts from our panel on the Supercast? You guys can say whatever you want.
Yeah, I got one final thought. I think with the pressures, this is where you really find what a driver's like. If they break under pressure, that means they feel like the pressure's too much, then it's just gonna be bad for them if they get back in this situation. Now, if you see a driver that actually thrives under the pressure, you really get to see what they're truly made of.
Smoke, what do you got?
Kind of to do what Ryan did. You have to be like a NFL defense. You can bend, but you can't break. I feel like if you break tonight, then race is going to go down the drain. But if you just bend a bit and you don't fall too far back, I think anybody's going to have a good chance to win tonight.
Weasel?
To add on to what Smoke said there. Yeah, it's like I think every mistake is going to be super amplified for this race. So you got to make sure you stay ahead of the lead cars. You don't want to go a lap down on a race like this because it's going to put you in a really bad spot, especially if you're in the championship for.
And S'mores?
I would think that I don't know if we broadcast all the races this year so far for the truck series. We may not, but like last week, one guy and I mentioned our favorite races we've watched all year. Personally, mine was Michigan, but hopefully tonight we'll probably make it different, and hopefully tonight will be the race to not forget because you have 4 drivers that are going to be going really hard for the title. 3, I would say 2 of them being GT Low and Maverick are underdogs, and I'd say Lamblad and Donald probably be the main 2 to fight it out for the title. But tonight's race is not going to be a race to forget, I can bet you that.
Alright, well, the invites are out. It's going to be big tonight. So I didn't give my prediction, but my prediction for the champion tonight is the 75 car of Landrod. He might be the more aggressive guy, the aggressor in the situation, but I think that he has the pure speed to go out there and win the championship over Don. So, yeah, it'll be interesting tonight. And I just had an error on the title, so I just changed that because I said 2020 instead of 2019. Yeah, I'm thinking way too far ahead.
Well, it's a good way to think ahead, but there's gonna be much different of a playoff system or playoff drivers than what there is this year, in my opinion.
Who knows? A lot of these guys could be coming back to the Truck Series next year, so it could be a similar results as we got this year.
Yeah, but then also with the schedule changes that are going to happen, the Truck Series is going
Yeah.
to have a lot more races, which means that a lot more drivers are going to show up, and those finishes are going to change.
Yeah, it's gonna be a unique season next year. Something that we've never seen. The checkered flag NASCAR League before, a completely modified schedule. The trucks get a lot more races this next season, so we shall see how that plays into the factor. I believe Homestead is still the championship race, but a lot of things are going to be different next year for all three series. So it's going to be a really, really exciting season next year, and I'm ready. 2020, here we come, but we got to finish 2019 first. And S'mores, can we join? Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Here we go. Trying out the Supercast. Yes, sir. We'll see which one of these four guys are going to be the champion tonight. Waiting on the official word to join or not. Bradley is taking forever to type. Okay, I got you. Another 30 seconds? Okay. Weasel was jumping. Yeah, Weasel was jumping the gun. So, we will see which one of these guys will etch their name in CFNL history tonight. Will it be GT Low? Will it be Landrod? Will it be Don Vanzita? Or will it be Maverick? And we haven't really talked about Maverick much. What do you expect from him tonight, Weasel? Yeah, those are two very, very big unknowns there. And wait, okay, we can join now. I'll get you with that invite, Weasel.
I-
Okay, you got it, Ryan? Don't
Yeah, I
mess
was
it
about to
up.
come back to you on it, see if we could join.
Yep. Yeah, I just got the message from Bradley.
All right, well there you go.
Hey, while we're waiting, we can get the starting order real quick, if y'all would like to.
Yes.
So, row one, we got the 35 of Landwad, who's going for the championship, along with the 51 of Sal, who unfortunately will not be part of the championship for tonight, even though I would say he definitely would have been the championship for tonight if he hadn't had those leg issues at ISM. Row two, you got the 24 of Dawes Carlo, the 98 GT Low, who's also going for the title, along with Landwad. And rounding out the field will be the 45 Diamond Zito and the 87 Maverick. Again, both of them going for the title. And it'll be very interesting. Out of those 6 drivers, 4 of them are the playoff contenders. So it's going to be very interesting tonight on which one of these 4 drivers will be the champion tonight.
As we see the pace truck, the 00 pace truck of Bradley leading a future truck champion in the CFNL, leading one of them to their first lap at Homestead, looking to fight for a championship tonight.
Bradley will be fighting for something a lot bigger than the truck championship. Not to undersell it, but he'll be fighting for the cup championship this weekend. And Could be an uphill battle with the two favorites, Smoke and Sports, being in his competition, and I would say Morris and Bradley are looked at as the underdogs heading in. Alright, so here we go. Pace car's getting ready to dive off. Landrod and Sal will lead the field to the green flag here. Pace car dives off, approaching the Geico restart zone. And the green flag is out. We are underway at the Ford Ecoboost 200 at Homestead-Miami. Great start from Landrod.
GT immediately got to the inside lane there.
Yeah, Landrod's already out to a nice little gap over second place. Dawes Callow. They got battle third back there as well.
Landrod out front right now.
Oh, GT's
Holding
a little
pretty
loose.
strong. He's about
Like they all got in line pretty quick. Maverick's running in the back here, just sitting behind Don, and they're all just drafting down the backstretch.
Landrod has about a 3 or 4 car length lead here over Darth Kylo, and looks like we got a battle.
That was a
Looks
pretty
like-
close move there by Don as the 98 car got in the wall. As Don kind of slid up, but 98 crossed him over.
Battle, but GT gets into Don a little bit. Don is up into the outside wall. They're 3 wide,
Three
three
wide.
championship contenders. GT hit Don twice there, so tensions could be high already between the 45 and the 98.
And if you're a Landrod, that's what you like to see already right off the get-go.
Yeah, you're 3
Oh
rivals.
yeah, you got the
going
other
3
three
wide.
drivers for your championship are fighting for each other back there in the back.
What did you see there from GT Low? I looked like he just got tight there for me, Ryan.
Yeah, he's seeming to fight tight right now, which is odd. He was really fighting loose in practice, so seems like he changed his setup a little bit to try to help counter the looseness. So he must have changed his preset.
Looks like Maverick got into turn 1 a little too hot. He had to go up to the track and almost got in the wall. He had to lift, and that allowed the 45 to go
Yeah,
down.
Don got by him through there. Darth Kylo right on the back bumper of Landrod right now. Landrod washed up the track a little bit. Darth Kylo maybe trying to peak low here.
As Landrod is leading your championship 4 standings right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice gap over second place GT Low. Sal got the wall to end when turn 1.
You know what makes me mad, Mom?
I wouldn't, if I'm Landrod, I know I'm racing Dawes Callow for the win right now, but I'll take it a little easy right now. You got a big gap over second place right now in terms of playoff standings. I'll take it a little easy right now.
Yeah, he's in
him.
good shape, and if GT Low and
Oh,
Don...
Maverick got in really hot in the turn 3 and 4, and he hit the wall. He's going to fall back quite a bit here, and he'll probably have some right side damage there.
It looks like the 45 now starting to pressure the 98 as the 45 now dives under the 98 entering turn 1.
Dove to the bottom there. He really tried to work the bottom, but just didn't stick it.
And if GT Low and Don keep racing this hard tonight, they're going to kill both of their tires, and that's going to affect both of them in a negative way. And with the advantage Landrod currently has over them, they're going to be in trouble.
Oh yeah, for sure. You definitely don't want Landrod just to run away with it, but right now, in the early stages,
Maverick.
he definitely is.
Maverick
Maverick
gets
got
really
damage.
loose off of turn 4 and pancakes the wall on the front stretch. He's got a lot of damage, and he's going to lose a lot of time here.
Big damage on the 87 car. Huge championship implications there.
Seems
That
like he's
87
had the issue.
That 87
Oh,
car
yeah.
has big damage on the front.
Looked like he got loose off of turn 4 that last lap and overcorrected and pancaked the wall.
Battle for 4th place. Don, GT Low. These guys have been around each other pretty much the whole time. What do you see from Don so far, Smoke?
See him kind of giving GT Low a little bit of a break considering what happened earlier in the race. From what I just saw coming off turn 4, Don could have hit the 98, but he's giving him a little bit of a break and kind of laying off, making GT Low burn his tires up before he does.
Now on board with Don here. He's going to go down low here. Will he be able to get to the side of the 98? Looks like GT washed up there. Will Don be able to make the pass here? He goes below the apron. They get close here. Oh, they almost hit on the straightaway. Wow, it got really close there. Now into 1 and 2. Will they hit? GT hit Don already. Will Don retaliate? 45 car seems to be holding that inside pretty well, actually, and getting a decent run off the corner.
Ooh, Don really sent it in there.
Looking for a
And
slide.
24, 24 seems to be pitting.
98's going now too.
Oh, he spun out on entry. 24 Darth Kylo.
Oh,
Darth
98
Kylo
almost
around in
spun
the
it.
inside wall and almost hit the 98 car.
That's
98,
big for that 24.
98 and the 24 coming down pits right now.
I'm shocked by the decision of Maverick to stay out this long with the damage he's had. He figured you'd go ahead and come in and try to get that fixed.
Yeah, if you're gonna have to pit during the stage, you'd think he'd come as soon as possible to try to get the most time without damage. But he's still on the track. Well, Maverick pit this time.
As the 45 at Don pulls into pit road.
Don Ernest pits while Maverick, and looks like the 87 car Maverick heading down into the pits. Pretty smooth entry for him. Landrod's still on the track, and you know, I'm not surprised about this move. Landrod's strong. He's got a big advantage. He has time to stay out on the track, but it looks like he got really, really loose out there and almost went towards the inside wall.
That's really close for GT there.
Landrod
looks
heading
like
into the
Landrod.
pits now.
Yeah.
As
yeah,
Sal
so-
overtakes him going
Yeah.
into pits.
Landrod heading in the pits really, really slow there. He's going to lose a lot of time. Sal will jump Landrod there in the pit
As the
entry.
45 of Don Vencito now coming back out on the track. Looks a little... Oh, but he's going in the grass as he can't keep it on the pavement.
Will GT
Right.
Low be able to... Oh, Don is in trouble down there. Don did hit the grass there, and GT Low will pass him by a decent margin. Maverick exiting as well. He's taking a very cautious on that access road. Looks like he's going to church there. How cautious he's taking it. Maybe he just doesn't want more damage.
He might have gotten damage from a little bit of a spin there, but I don't think he did. But that allowed the 24 to catch back up to the 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the 98 will overtake the 75. It looks like.
Yeah, so GT Low is in the championship lead right now.
Do you think that GT Low took 2 tires?
He could have?
Because he's getting really
Yeah.
loose right
Yeah,
there.
he's struggling.
Oh, boy.
GT Low to the inside wall.
I
Championship
think he took 2
contender.
tires there. He gained a
Yeah,
lot
Sal-
of time.
And I saw that Sal in 51 also took 2 tires as well.
Sal might not have taken 2 tires because he was actually out front of Landrod heading into the pits there, so he might have taken 4 actually.
Sal still has a pretty big lead though over GT. Looks to be about maybe half a turn.
Well, oh, GT's in the outside wall there. Ryan, what do you see from this move? Do you think it's a smart move?
No, not at all. 2 tires is just too risky, especially what for what GT is fighting for. You just can't take that risk, and if he tries to do it again, especially later in the race, he's going to cost himself a championship, in my opinion.
And it got really loose again coming off the turn 4 to GT.
Yep.
GT losing a lot of time, looking to lose more time than gain time with those 2 tires.
I believe that's Landrod behind him.
Yeah, S'mores'
Yeah,
S'mores' driver Landrod. How fast has he been catching him here, S'mores?
He's been catching really fast. It didn't take him long. It took like 3 laps, 2.5 laps to
Oh,
get
a
it.
block!
I don't know why you're blocking this though. It's not even stage 2 yet.
Whoa!
Big block.
Do you think the
from GT Low.
75, with as aggressive as he's going to be, do you think that that's going to play into later the race? Maybe he'll move the 98?
I believe so because GT put a block on Landrod, so I would not be surprised if Landrod did the same thing, returning the favor.
Let's check out the
I don't
leader
know
here,
if there's
Sal.
something going on with the 87 truck of Maverick. He seems to be a little off pace, and if he keeps this up, he could be at risk to go a lap down. He's
As the
I think there's
stage
about a
is out
straight
or
above
caution.
it at the stage.
Congratulations to Sal. He is...
Oh, the 98!
GT Low.
Whoa!
What was
The
that?
98 of GT Low hits him with the full send.
He cleared
That's
out
going-
Landrod. That could play a
possibly
huge factor.
pass-through. That's
That
gonna be a
you know that
pass-through right
75
there.
is not happy.
Can you blame him?
Yeah, I
He
would.
got freaking ran into.
Now let's check out. Let's listen in on Discord right now.
That could be a one-lap penalty. We saw last week where the 38 of Mud Dude in the Xfinity Series got a penalty for running over Mike Man in the Xfinity race.
Let's check out. Let's check out Discord right now. What's going on in there?
It was a little late of a call, but my bad. Fuck! He just clipped the barrels too. He'll barely have fresher tires. Barely. one thing. But it'll still be last. Was you going to pit, Sal, or no? Yeah, I was going to. My back on it a little late. I thought you'd have enough, because there's no commitment line, so. Yeah. Oh, we shouldn't have to repair that damage. Well, I didn't have to repair that damage. I would have been okay. Damage in your truck than it did mine. Yeah. I had like 2 seconds of damage.
Right.
Didn't know. I didn't slow down in time. I had slowed down some, just didn't slow down enough. I thought I knew that would happen from the second I exited the back straight. Alright, I think we're just about all here.
So an interesting thing that we saw there is Sal didn't pit. I don't believe Sal knew pits were open. He's going to come down this time and get 4 fresh tires, which will give Landrod the lead here.
Championship 4 looks to try and get back up there, and maybe those 4 plus Darth Kylo kind of separating them. Do you think that 24 car will play a factor?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he's pretty decent. I think Landrod's better than him, and I think Sal is better than him as well. But I think he could be around GT Low and Don and maybe throw a wrench in their battle.
As the 98 does look a little bit more aggressive tonight, do you think that he might make a move later in the race that will cost somebody the championship?
Ryan?
There's always that possibility.
Yeah.
And there's also a chance you can be too aggressive, because then you're going to have people pushing you back into the wall. So you want to watch out for that. Like, you want to be aggressive enough to, like, get around somebody, but you don't want to be running people over and putting them in the wall.
Yeah.
Kind of questioning why GT is taking the outside lane when he should be on the inside.
I don't really know what he's doing.
They haven't doubled up yet.
As looks like the 51 has caught the back of the field, as the 98 don't know what he's doing, but that guess the 45 car will move into third place.
45's got to get the better lane. He's got to go down on the bottom.
I think he's still waiting for that 98 to go down, but I don't think that 98 knows that he needs to be on the bottom.
I'm not sure he knows where he's supposed to line up at. He's serving back and forth.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
I would have taken the spot already.
What is he doing?
He's going to pull down to the bottom or he's going to go to the top.
Okay.
That was just a confusing mess.
Very interesting by GT Low there.
Green flags back in the air.
Yep,
well, that might pay off for him because the 45 did not get a good restart.
He could come down and take it. So
I think the 45 was just a little bit confused on what the 98 was doing there, and that's going to cost him a little bit of time on that start.
I think it just could cause confusion all around the racetrack, really.
Landrod leading the field out of turn 2 here. Darth Kylo in second, GT Low in third, Sal in fourth, Don fifth, Maverick sixth. Middle of 3 and 4 here. Landrod still leading. Darth Kylo closing in on his back bumper just a little bit there. GT Low about 2 or 3 car lengths behind that 24 Allegiant Chevrolet Silverado of Darth Kylo. I think GT Low got a little bit of the wall there on this straightaway.
Sal got a little bit of the wall too after getting ready to start battling with GT here.
So, Smoke, what have you seen from Don tonight? You've been focused on him. What have you seen from his car?
He's been a little bit cautious, not really trying to hit other cars, just kind of riding the back. Like he told us in his interview earlier, not showing his cards, just playing it smooth. I like that.
And it looks like we might have a battle for the lead developing here. Darth Kylo on the
GT
outside.
Low goes into the 51 as this 51 comes back down into him.
We can see that in the back of our camera as looks like Landrod got the better of that battle there, and we're going to go on board with Sal. Will he retaliate there, or will he not try to mess with the Championship 4 driver?
51 doesn't look happy.
Yeah, I don't think Sal's very happy with GT Low there. GT Low has not made many friends tonight.
As he still looks to be blocking him a little bit. You got to feel for that 51, though, not making the Championship 4 off of
wait for that move.
Connection issue.
And that was a smart move by Landline 35. Let the 24 go because he knows he's faster. Plus, he's not involved in the Championship 4.
Yeah, so new leader Darth Kylo. Sal got loose. He's on the inside lane. He's going to come back up safely. So, safe re-entering of the track.
Merge by the 51 there.
Yeah.
Didn't lose a lot of time, and came up without burning and stuff.
Oh, Landrod really loose.
75 gets really loose.
98 loose too.
Maybe
That's
they
going to
loosened
allow
up their,
GT to catch up, though.
maybe they loosened up their cars a little bit too much.
Yeah, I would think so. Because I don't think Landrod had this problem at the end of stage 1.
So Sal right at the back bumper of GT Low there.
He
Really
just
making
loose
moves.
again.
GT Low gets really loose. Ryan, has he been this loose all night?
No, in the first few laps of the stage 1, he was
Oh!
Oh,
Contact!
as he gets the wall.
98, still not making friends out there with that 51.
Landrod's on the
Oh,
wall.
Landrod.
So now everybody's
As it
getting
looks to
pretty...
be a 3 to 4 car battle for second going on.
Oh boy. Battle for the championship right here, too.
Oh,
Oh,
make a little bit of contact.
They're all trying to squeeze to the bottom.
So,
98 loose.
Smoke, you're watching Don right now. He's right behind these guys. What do you think he's thinking right now?
I think he's just letting them use their stuff up. He's just saving it for the end of the run so we can maybe make those
Oh, it's down to
positions
the
up.
wall.
As all three of them look to be getting real loose and bouncing
Walk
off
out
each
there.
other.
Can Landrod
As-
save it? Oh, what a
Oh,
save
he
by
saved
Landrod.
it.
He saved it.
Good
He saved
save
it.
by the 75 there, not hitting the 45 and keeping it off the wall and other cars around him.
So now we're going to be focused on Ryan's driver, GT Low.
He just seems very loose.
Oh! GT Low, very loose, he spins!
he's wrecking!
Into the inside wall, the 98 car around!
Ryan, do you think that he's so loose that he's not going to be able to hold on to the car at the end of stage 3 and maybe that might cost him a championship?
Oh yeah, if he's as loose as this, he's going to cost himself. You should not be this loose, especially here at Homestead with the tire issues and just how old the track is and how much grip there isn't there. So he just needs to tighten up and hope to God that he doesn't make another mistake like he did there.
That's going to give the championship lead to Don right now.
Yeah, Don is the current virtual points leader, or virtual champion right now. And Weasel, you're focused on Maverick. What's he been doing this stage? He's kind of been hanging back a little bit here.
Yeah, he's been hanging the back. I don't know if he's just a little off pace or if he just doesn't have the speed that all the drivers have, but he's coming down pit road right now.
He enters the pits here
so
as we
maybe
speak about him.
He's going to be starting the green flag pit cycle.
Could he be getting a jump on everybody else? Darth Kylo has a huge lead to Sal in
How long
second.
do you guys think before these guys will be peeling off for pit road?
I think a lot of them are going to head down soon. Looks like everybody's getting really loose right now. Landrod just broke loose. It
Yeah.
looks like Don is about to make a pass on the outside of Sal.
I think the
Landrod
51
got
might be
loose
pitting
again,
here.
GT Low got really loose again.
Don
As
Kylo
the
is wrecking.
45 pulls down pit road. The
Oh,
24
Darth
laps.
Kylo
going
wrecked
out.
into the pits. Oh, Landrod hits him! They wreck into the pits! Landrod will
Don
miss
spins
pit
out.
road! Landrod misses pit road! Don spins
Don,
in the
the
pits.
24, and that's going to allow
98
GT
avoids
Low
it.
to get back in front of him.
Wow, what just happened in pit road? Don is still
Don
spinning
still-
in the pits.
Wow.
You got to feel for that 45. Is he just trying to get on pit road and gets kind of messed up with some other people's luck? Because that's going to cost him major spots.
Landrod must have damage. He hit Darth Kylo. GT Low snuck
24
right
has
through there.
damage. 45 has damage.
Don didn't. It said Don,
yeah,
Don
didn't
didn't get to go through pit road.
Yeah, that's going to hurt the 45.
That's a big loss for the 45 car. Huge. He's going to lose a lot of time there.
Another possible two-tire stop?
Yeah, for GT Low.
No, I think he's
I
just
don't
getting
know
off
what that
first.
98's thinking, but
I think he's just getting off first.
Keep an eye on Maverick in the 87, though. He's coming around the track now.
well, Maverick with them all messing up, Maverick might make a big time here. As it looks like he's gonna maybe pass the 75 coming out.
Yeah,
Don's riding really
maybe.
slow through 3 and 4 to enter the pits. I wonder if he's got a problem, if it's just a bunch of damage that's slowing his car down, or if he's just trying to get down there without spinning out.
I think.
I just think he wants to get down there without spinning. As the 98's gonna pass him back though.
Maverick's in a good spot here, Weasel. He's your guy tonight. He's battling with Landrod right now. He's second in the virtual championship point, so this is not looking bad for Maverick. Maybe staying in the back and being conservative is the way to go.
As he hits the
Oh,
wall.
but he got a little hot in there and got up into the wall, and that's going to allow the 75. Gets in the wall again, the 75 is going to clear him coming out of the turn.
with ease.
S'mores, one thing I've noticed about the guy you're focused on, Landrod, is he really doesn't make very many mistakes. He's been really consistent all night. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I've noticed it because in stage 1, he made no mistakes at all. But in stage 2, he might have loosened the truck up a little too much. It was getting a little more loose off the corners, more than I think he would like to. And I saw that he got caught up in someone else's mistake, kind of like what Don and happened, and with Darth Callow spinning on the entry to pit road. So just like Don, he hopefully can get back in the fight for this title. As it looks like now, he's currently P2 behind GT Low for the lead.
I
And
believe Don is 1 or 2 laps down. I'm not completely sure on
Smoke.
that.
What do you got on that? Is Don a lap down, or is he? I don't think he's on the lead lap. Or what do you got?
He's definitely not on the lead lap, but I do think he's 1 lap down at the moment.
Okay. So now we're gonna focus on our leader. Ryan, what do you see?
He's starting to be more conservative here, as he gets loose here. But I think just with everything that's going on, I just don't think he's gonna be able to hold off the 75 of Landrod right now.
Yeah, Landrod looks really, really fast tonight. And the fact, Smoke, of Don being... Oh, JT got in the wall pretty decent there.
Yep.
Of Don being lapped down, is there's not any other cars a lap down, so he should be shooing for the free pass.
Yeah, I think he's catching a little bit of a break there, unless somebody else has an accident and they become 1 lap down. It looks like Don will definitely be the guy to get that free pass.
Landrod closing in on GT here a little bit. What line has he been running, Smarts?
He's been running around the middle and sometimes up the top, but mainly the middle. As in 3 and 4, looks like he's gonna go to the bottom here. I've seen also saw in stage 1 that he would run the middle for a little bit, and then he would get to the bottom for a couple laps, and you got a little bit of the wall there coming out of 2 and 4. So maybe he's running a very variety of different lines right now.
But do you think it's
I think
working
one of the
for
main
him?
questions.
I would think so, because he was catching GT Low in the 98 for a little bit to hit the wall of turn 4 that last lap. So I still think it's helping Landrod, but it's also hurting his tires at the same time.
What's that, Weasel? What you were about to say?
I think one of the big questions here is he going to have enough time before the end of the stage to even catch GT Jones?
Well, if GT Low hits that wall right there, yeah, he will.
Weasel, what do you see from Maverick right now? Looks like the stage is over.
As the pace car pulls back out on the backstretch.
Your
Wow,
stage winner,
GT
stage 2, is GT Low.
Wow.
Interesting.
Avoiding the carnage, that 98 car after that huge pit road catastrophe that we'll remember forever, and hopefully GT Low doesn't hit the pace car.
Ooh.
Oh,
As it doesn't look
is
like
Sal?
he will.
Oh, it looks like
Sal
Sal's
on
the leader,
the
actually.
stage.
Sal is your stage winner. I completely forgot about Sal. I guess he completely avoided all the pit road carnage as well.
He went down earlier or later? Yeah, I think he went down
Sal
later.
went down 1 lap later than the carnage lap.
Ooh.
Not really sure what the
GT Low is
98's doing up there, but maybe he's going to fall back in line.
Yeah, he's
That
gonna
looks
go
like
back
he
in line,
is.
yeah.
Alright,
As
pits are not
after
open.
pit road, the 45 will take the free pass and be back on the lead lap.
Alright, let's get our understage listening on Discord. Here we go.
Gotcha. Cool. You know, so what happened was I spun right in front of the pits, but it drug me into the pits, so it wouldn't actually let me pit. So I had to drive around and pit again. That's what put me a lap down.
It doesn't. Stage doesn't matter for you as long as you're on the back on the lead lap and can try to get to the front.
Yep. Yeah, okay. I'm prepared for the end of the race. Just get that shit out.
Alright, I'm going to try to get GT Lowen as an in-race supporter real fast, so I'm going to make sure that's okay. Hey, are pits open this time, guys?
Open this time.
Pits are open?
It's open.
Can I get GT Low for an interview? I'm going to move you to a different lobby, so... Okay. So I have the power in Discord to move anybody where I want. It's so great.
Just put him in the principal's office.
I'm putting him in my office.
I've been in there before.
I know.
And it looks like everyone will come down to road.
As let's listen into
Hello,
Mike.
Hello, GT.
Yeah.
So you are the current leading driver of the championship drivers. What happened on that absolute calamity entering pit road?
Repeat again?
What happened on that big accident heading into pit road there?
Heading into pit road?
Yeah, where everybody wrecked in pit road.
was coming into pit road, then I saw two cars just right there, just wrecked. I'm just glad I wasn't in my way, so I could get in the pits.
So you took 2 tires at the beginning of and during the caution in stage 1. What exactly were you thinking?
I was mainly thinking position, like I need to get as many positions as possible. Start as, like, my left side tires were good enough to get me to the end of the stage. So I was like, I need to get as many positions as I can and get back on track as fast as I can.
All right, well.
And try and get that spot.
Well, thank you, GT, for joining me. I'll let you get back to the Discord lobby. I'll move you there myself, actually. There you go. That was GT Low, the current championship leader.
He's
Actually,
also the current leader on the track as
in the
well.
first place, yeah.
As Don now coming around the outside to take his free pass and getting back on the lead lap.
All right, he'll catch up here, get a lap back.
So, after stage 2, do you guys still think your picks will win the championship?
Yes.
Yes.
I would think my pick would also be winning the title as well. I'm very impressed with Landline how he's able to hold on to it. But like Don mentioned, he's going to take it easy, and this is going to be the part of the race that he's going to be trying to show now.
Ooh.
As it looks like they will be getting into formation here to go green this time.
All right, so getting ready for the green flag here.
I think the problem that GT's going to run into is that Landrod's going to be even closer than what he was at the end of stage 2. So I think GT needs to be careful even on placing blocks if he does, because Landrod could absolutely put him in the wall because of the blocking.
And S'mores, you've been focused on him all night. Do you think he's the fastest car on the track, pure speed?
Honestly, no. I've seen Darth Kylo in the 24 hanging there for most of them. He took the lead from Landline did Darth Kylo in the 24.
Green flag back in the air as we get contact. The 98 is going to get up and hit the 75 a little bit. They're going to dive down into turn 1 in a minute here. They are side by side. Landrod is still remaining on the outside. He will duck behind the 98 car. Sal in third, and Landrod's going to give a little bumper here. The bump from the 75 to the 98.
35. Oh, a little block there.
They get loose. Landrod got really loose off turn 2, I think.
I don't know. I think it's a mix.
Here we go.
Oh, Sal with
For
a
the
little
lead.
bump there.
Sal with the bump to GT low. Sal's in the wall behind him. Landrod going for a slide job here. Will GT be able to do the crossover? I don't think he has the momentum. So Landrod's going to take the lead here.
Tensions are high between the 75 and the 98 as under caution. We saw them making a little bit of contact.
Oh, GT with a big mistake there.
And GT hit the bottom of that track there. He caught that little lip of the apron. That'll set him back considerably.
You
Looks
guys
like the
think
24
GT
is making a charge.
Yeah, the 24 is
24
very,
car
very
is
fast.
getting back up through the field. Do you
Yeah,
guys
like
think that GT will crack under the pressure?
I think he already cracked.
Honestly, yeah. Old contact back there for third.
Sal's not giving him a break.
One thing you
Ooh,
can't
a
do
little
in
loose
this
there.
league is panic and lose spots because of it, and I think
Yeah.
that's kind of what GT's doing right now.
Landrod's really just been the guy really calm and collected under these high pressure situations.
Which is rare for him. Usually he can't keep himself that calm, but he's been calm tonight, it seems like.
Besides maybe the incidents with GT Low, and well, I think that's the only incident he's had. He's been really calm, and he realizes his situation more now than what he did in the regular season.
Alright, Weasel, so what do you think about Maverick's speed right now?
It seems like he's just been off pace all race. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if he just didn't get enough practice in. But maybe he can make some adjustments because they're going to have to do a couple pit stops. But it looks like he's having a problem with entering the corner. He's getting in really hot sometimes, and he's gotten in the wall a lot of times so far.
Don's passing him on the inside here. Who do you think is faster, Smoke, Don or Landrod?
Seems like they're both pretty even. I don't know if they both just didn't get enough practice in or what it is, or Don's just not showing his cards yet. But they seem to be running about the same speed, kind of intertwined with each other, if you will.
Alright, so here we are with Landrod, Darth Kylo. The gap has been widened a little bit there. I think GT Low got the wall back there in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Is that correct, Ryan?
Yep. He did hit the wall there. I think GT Low is just... I think he's pushing his car too much to where he's getting so loose that the two trailers of the field are catching him considerably.
Do you feel like his mistakes tonight are going to be the catalyst and why he
Yes.
may not win the championship? Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely, because tonight you have to have a mistake-free race pretty much all night. And the guy that really had no mistakes and is up front is that 75, so I think that too many mistakes are just the conservativeness of what Don and Maverick have been doing. It just won't work out for them.
We got a battle for the lead here. What happened to Landrod that got Darth Kylo so close?
I think he was just running up on.
Yeah, I believe the 24 is currently faster than the 75 right now, which is not surprising because Darth Kylo ended up getting around Landrod in stage 2, so it's not surprising that Landrod is trying to finish off Darth Kylo for the lead. But if I was him, I'd let him go because right now Landrod's got a huge gap over GT Low, and they both get loose off turn 2.
They're getting loose, and that's going to give opportunity to Sal to catch up. Maybe GT Low behind them.
The battle is still
If I was
fierce.
Landrod, I think it'd be a really smart move to let the 24 go. You're not battling him for the championship. You might as well let him go. If you burn up your tires battling with him, it's going to allow those championship drivers to get up there.
They're battling really, really hard here. They're side by side down the front stretch. They're making
I think the
contact in
24
3
like
and 4
that
there.
lap. And 24's going to clear him going into turn 1.
Sal
Yeah,
up there high. He'll tap the wall.
Allow
back
GT to catch up.
Yeah, back to Weasel's point. If I was Landrod, I was going to let him go, and that's what I was going to mention. And it looks like he did, so. He still got a pretty big gap over GT Low, so. Currently going in the right direction, but everything can happen in the blink of an eye.
We're going to go on board with Sal here, driver of that 51 Series XM Toyota.
There's something that
45 down pit road as he hits the wall.
Ooh.
Oh, rough luck for Don. He's had a rough night, that 45 car. Pit entry has been a huge issue for him.
I think that might cost
24
him the
gets really loose
championship
off
right
the
there if he got damage for it.
75 is going to get back around him for the lead.
Side by side. Line right around him.
I'm going to break up this point here. Landrod does not have a win this year.
He's pitting. Landrod's pitting.
75, 24 pitting, 98 pitting.
98
gains a lot of time going into the pits there. 87 to Maverick pitting as well.
51
The
South
lone
stay out.
wolf out on the track, the 51.
Yeah, Sal will stay out.
That's the
might
thing I'm
try a little
surprised we
strategy.
haven't seen. The thing I'm surprised we haven't seen many people taking advantage of is that the fact that we don't have a pit road speed. Though, keep in mind that will all be changing next year, so you might as well use it while you can now.
Use it now.
But yeah, I think it's also because like some of them are having a lot of problems exiting turn 4 trying to get on the pit road, so some of them are being cautious with it. But you saw GT, he just kamikazed in there, and he gained a lot of time with it.
Yeah, so pit entry has actually been probably the biggest portion of this race tonight, as Landrod's going to get a big advantage exiting the pits here.
Yeah, that's going to help him.
Looks like Landrod's that might be the pit stop that wins him this race.
Yeah.
So pretty much all that time GT Low gained on pit entry. He just lost the ball right there.
Don gained a little bit of time from having a little incident.
That may be a penalty to the 98. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys saw it there,
that
but
was
he came
really
up on
close.
the track in turn 2. I don't know
Something
if
happened to the 87 as the
pace car caught
87 just now got on the backstretch.
may see a penalty 98. It would be a pass through, I believe, wouldn't it?
98 doesn't look to be serving a penalty just yet.
That was really debatable there.
It'd be interesting to see. Ryan, you were watching him. What do you see?
He came up early.
Did he?
Definitely came up a little early. It's debatable on where he came up yet. It was like really close to where he came up at,
Sal and
but
him got
still,
really
he
close
still
there.
came up early. So let's see how Bradley judges that one.
If that's the case, then that might
As
take
the 98 does not look to have a penalty.
Hey, Ryan, go into the chat and tell him.
You want me to?
Yep.
Tell him that he went up early?
Just say penalty.
Championship leader, Landrod out front.
He's long gone, by the way.
Yeah.
Mike, do you want me to say it?
I don't care. Whoever can say it, but make sure you make the call. So S'mores, do you think Darth Kyle's going to catch him here, or do you think Landrod's going to be able to hold it out?
Well, right now I've seen the 24 Darth Kylo get really loose coming off the corner, so As it looks right now, Landline might be actually pulling away from Darth Kylo right now.
And shout out to my boy Jackoff watching right now. Thank you for checking it out.
What?
It's one of my friends. Shut up, Ryan. He's checking out the stream tonight, supporting your boy Mikey. Is the penalty served, Smoke?
Oh, what mic I'm talking in Discord right now?
Okay, keep going then. I don't know how many laps there are, too. So Landrod out front right now has a big
Looks like
advantage.
98 hitting.
Yep.
98 is taking his pass-through penalty. That will pretty much end the chances for GT Low's championship.
As the 98 goes and serves this penalty, as they just came to 17 to go.
17 to go now. 16 and a
They're
half.
We're really going to need a caution here now.
16 and a half laps here in Miami. Landrod out front.
with the dominant car.
Big lead over the 24 of Darth Kylo right now. Third is Sal back there running the high line. They're pretty spread out right now. Don behind him and Maverick behind him. GT Low exiting now. Will he make the same mistake again? Hopefully not. I don't want to have to give the guy another pass-through penalty, but he will not. He plays it smart that time, and
Oh, it comes up a little high though.
Darth
Steers
Kylo coming up on him fast there. We have 9 viewers right now. Thanks everybody for watching. As we're going to go on board the GT Low.
He needs a caution. That's
Yeah,
really what he needs.
He needs a caution bad here. I think he'll have to pit again though here. So that's going to be interesting to see.
Hey, Landline's got a huge gap over the now second place points position driver Don Rizito. So Don and Landline. Oh, Landline got a lose opportunity too there.
Landrod does not need to overcorrect it. If he does, that's going to cost him.
Darth Kylo coming up on him fast here.
Yeah.
That's Landrod making these mistakes all night. S'mores.
That's probably the worst mistake I've seen out of Landrod all night.
Side by side for the lead here. 24-75. Will the 24 be able to clear him heading into turn 1?
Yeah,
Landrod's going to go down low. Looks like the 24 slid up. Landrod's got the speed advantage here. It won't be enough though. Darth Kylo is your new leader in Miami.
98 might break it up here.
Yeah, he's trying to get a lap back. What is the 98 going to do? This is not for position.
Oh!
He hits him off the track a little bit.
It might touch just a little.
Looked like a little bit of contact there.
98's gonna fall back in line though.
All right, Smoke. What are you seeing with Don right now, Smoke?
He looks to be just running the middle to lower line right now, just kind of holding his position.
And Weasel with Maverick. Weasel. Okay, Weasel's not here.
What I've been seeing from Maverick is that he looks to be way far behind as he just now exits turn 2.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was muted. Yeah,
That's
he's
fine.
Seems to be half a track behind the leaders right now, so he might need to pick his pace up.
Might.
Definitely gonna need to pick his pace up.
And
as we just got word that the pit window is open.
How many laps to go?
Oh, 98.
GT really loose.
GT going down the track. Will he be able to save it down there?
He
He
saved
does. I think he kept it off the inside wall right there.
Barely.
It's very, very close though.
That's insult to injury right there.
As we're on board with Don here, it looks like he got a little bit confident heading into this race. He's already got the confetti on his car. What's happening?
98.
That is a
98
caution.
hit the barrels.
Caution's
I think.
No.
I think.
out? Oh.
Oh, no,
Don
Bradley
spins
kinda-
out trying to enter pit road.
Don having
Bradley
trouble
did a little
again on
miscall.
pit entry. Pit entry has had a lot of trouble for these guys tonight, and I'm pretty sure that Don just won Landrod the championship there.
Yeah.
That was a really
Yeah.
bad pit entry. Maverick even caught up with him here, how bad of a pit entry that was from Don. So you guys would think that the racing would play more of a factor tonight, but in fact, pit entry has been the biggest catalyst in this race tonight. What have you seen from Don's pit entry tonight, Smoke?
He looks at just kind of getting a little bit too close to that those barrels, and it's just costing him. Gets damaged, looks to be every time from it, and that might have just cost him the championship right there.
Darth Kylo and Landrod coming down into the pits now. Maverick in the pits as well. Who will get out first, Maverick or Don? They came in on the same lap. Sal is in the pits as well. Will anybody go for 2 tires here? I'd say Darth Kylo or Sal might be able to go for 2 tires here, just to be safe. Maverick will get out of the pits before Don by a
Let's
decent
see who gets
margin.
out between Kylo and Landrod here.
Looks like Kylo.
Sal! Oh, it's gonna. They're
No.
really, really close here. There
Looks
are
like Landline.
3 people
I
under a
thought they all
blanket
took
here.
4 tires.
Really? Sal must have gotten a lot of time on them then. So this will be the battle for the win. Landrod has pretty much sealed the championship here. Sal gets in the grass behind them. He will keep it straight though. Good save by Sal there. Hey Smoke, can you find the leader and how many laps to go? Just to make sure.
75 and looks to be coming to 11 or 10.
Ooh.
Or coming to 9, my
Got
bad.
9 to go? Okay. So 75 is the leader out front looking to lap the 45. Landrod could have the whole truck field lap. 9 to go now. All of his final 4 competitors could be lapped by the end of this race. And we're going to have a battle for the win too. The 75 and the 24 car. Darth Kylo versus Landrod here.
Something interesting that Don might do is, will he get out of the way? Or will he just kind of contest this and maybe
We're
hope
about
for
to find out right
caution?
now, though.
Yeah, it's going to be close here. Here we go. Don is going to block Landrod a little bit. Landrod's going to have to
No.
go down to the inside.
He's gonna
Don
let
lets
him
him
go.
go.
Yeah, Don will let him go. And that's going to give Darth Kylo the window. He's going to go down low right now. Will he be able to hold it through turn 2? He doesn't
Classy
get into
move by Don there.
Yeah, respectful move by Don.
Now they're gonna try to catch Maverick. Looks like he might let him go as well.
Maverick looks to be letting him go. He's riding that outside there.
He
He
gets into
almost
the wall and some contact.
he almost hits into Darth Kylo. He bounced off the wall there. As that
The
gives Landrod
75 of Landrod is very nervous right now.
That's gonna
Nah.
give him. I believe that's gonna give Landrod the title if he just holds on.
Landrod.
He's got all of his competitors are a lap down now.
Yeah,
There's
so
like
he's
3 cars
looking
on
in
the
good
lap.
shape. About 5.5 laps to go here at Homestead. Can you just check to
He
make
did-
sure in Discord that's that many laps smoked?
Yeah.
If I'm Landrod, I could go. Oh, Josh got the wall into 2 and 3 there.
Yeah,
But if I'm Landrod, I could push it now. Knowing that everyone is a lap down, you're racing for the title. I push it now.
Yeah, you got the championship pretty much locked up here. You should
You
race
go
for the
for
win
the win
now.
now.
Yeah, go full out for it.
I don't
That'd
think
be his first career
Landrod
win.
knew the laps earlier, but there are 7 to go.
7 to go now.
Yes.
Okay, coming to 6 or
Yeah, coming to
yes.
6, I believe.
okay.
This would be his first career win too. How big would it be for him to get it here?
I think Darth Kylo is trying to spoil all of Landrod's fun. Darth Kylo
Yeah.
has caught him pretty quickly here.
I think Darth Kylo kind of knows that if nothing happens, then the 75 as the championship, he might sort of wait for him, might as well go for the win.
6 to go here.
Really
Land-
interesting that.
Landrod looking for a lower lane here in the corner, and Darth Kylo more to the middle or top lane. We're gonna head on board. Yeah, we're gonna have go on board with Darth here on in turn 3. He's gonna run higher again. Landrod gonna run that lower lane.
Coming to 5 laps to go.
Yep, coming to 5 to go here. Landrod has
No
about a
more
3 or
cautions.
4 car length advantage. No more cautions. So unless Landrod has a catastrophic wreck here, he will be your Valvoline Truck Series champion. Now the question is, will Landrod be able to win the race? Get his first career win? He's been waiting for it all year. He's been close. He almost won last week at Phoenix, but he was not able to pull it off. He has 4.25 laps remaining to try to pull it off. Darth Kylo in
24
second.
looking on that high line.
He got really loose off the corner there, almost went below the white line. 4 to go here for Landrod.
Landrod getting very nervous in the chat right now, just trying to hang on.
This is for the championship. This is what these guys have raced all year for.
24 is closing in.
He's
yeah.
coming in fast here.
He's gonna go back up to the top. It's Darth.
Darth Kylo closing in very, very fast. Will he be able to pass Landrod for this lead?
It's getting a little bit loose.
Approaching 3 laps to go.
This is going to get interesting, boys.
And
Yeah.
Darth is going to run a pretty high lane here. compared to Landrod. Landrod sticks to the bottom there, S'mores.
Yeah. But that's going to hold him on
As the
exit.
24, getting close.
Here he comes.
peaking.
2.5 laps to go here in Miami. Darth Kylo peaking low on the 75. Will he be able to clear him? Landrod
24 is going to spoil the fun.
Well, Landrod
he
looking for a
will.
crossover here, though. He got the draft. Will he get the runoff?
2 to go.
2 laps remaining here at Homestead-Miami Speedway.
I don't think Landrod has enough.
He might. He's right up to the back bumper. We're going to get on board with Landrod here.
I think Landrod's going to have to send it.
Will he,
He's got
though?
nothing.
Will he
He's got
risk
nothing
it?
to lose.
Would
He's
he
got nothing
risk
to
it?
lose now.
Yeah.
I
if
don't
he,
think he would risk it.
He might. Landrod might desperately want that win.
Landrod is now crying out of joy.
Here we go.
As long as he has to negotiate one more lap.
Out of turn 4.
Darth got
Here
loose.
we come to 1 lap to go.
Landrod looks inside.
Darth's
Going
gonna
into
block.
turn 1. Will Landrod make the move? He's going to run a little bit higher here. That'll give him the run off the corner. Here he comes. They're going to ride down the backstretch for one final time here at Homestead.
24 put a gap.
Landrod has been consistent all year.
Half lap to go.
He has not gotten that win yet, and it's not going to happen tonight as Darth Kylo is going to win this race. It looks like, yes, Darth Kylo will win at Homestead, and Landrod is your Truck Series champion.
As both winners are screaming in the Discord.
What a race.
Mike, I think you want to get a crank it up.
I'm going to get in there right now.
Turn your volume down.
Let's hear what they are saying in Discord right now.
That was a great season. Good job, Landrod. Congrats, Landrod. Yeah. And I finally got a fucking win in this league. Nice. Good job. Yeah, I almost won Pocono. But then, my dumbass ran out of fuel coming off the turn 3. This ain't real. I gotta be cheating. Good job, guys. This is a good battle. 2 tires popped in that one. Shit. I mean, it was 1%. Nice. Okay, I'm back. Good job, Landrod. Thank you, buddy. Tell me, y'all.
Does Landrod have a ride for next year?
Last time I heard that he and GU are trying to get a deal working together, but there's nothing confirmed yet.
I think winning that championship might boost his stock a little bit.
Fast lap of the race goes to Darth Kylo by a decent margin there. About 7/10 over Landrod. So, Darth Kylo did win the race, but we can't interview him. We have to interview
We can get him
Landrod.
second.
Yeah, we'll get Darth Kylo after all the playoff drivers if they all choose to get an interview. So now it is time to get Landrod in here. As in the Discord, he sounded very, very excited about his championship win.
But I think that title was bringing it all back to him. Landline on that title.
And it dawned on me, Marco is his son's name, so he must be a champion.
Congratulations to Landline, that 75 team. They didn't know they were going to be winning full time till they put Landline in that truck, and now they're champions.
Here he is now. Champion of the Valvoline Truck Series in the CFNL. Landrod 03 Gaming.
I can't hear him yet.
He's still loading in.
I hear him.
That makes one of you.
I know.
I think that's the first time.
Hello, Landrod.
19 Valvoline truck champion.
You got a copy, Landrod?
Congratulations, Landrod. You are the Truck Series champion, bud.
Congrats, buddy.
I thought I'd see the day.
All right, S'mores, go ask your questions.
After you put your final championship Ford driver one lap down, being Maverick, or actually Don Zito, excuse me, what was going through your mind as soon as you passed Don? Did you think you had the title locked up?
Well, first of all, it was GT that we passed and put a lap down. I was shocked to hear over the radio that he had a penalty. I was shocked to death.
I'm glad I found it though, you know what I'm saying?
He went in and did his penalty. I thought to myself, he's a lap down, but we still got, I wasn't, no offense to Maverick or anybody that, that's a Maverick fan at all. But I knew I didn't, I knew he wasn't going to be a factor. And I apologize if anybody's offended by that, but I'm just saying I never thought he would be a factor and stuff like that. I feel bad for the guy. He's championship 4 driver and, running like that, but... Champion, baby! But, and stuff like that, so I was more worried about Dawn, and my tires, too. And so we made the final pit stop and stuff, and there was 12 laps to go. My heart is beating as fast as it was. I can't even speak. I need an English teacher. That's what I need. This is what this word means, and this is what this word means. Oh God. I'm sorry, but this is emotional.
I can tell it. We heard in the Discord you were so happy and so excited.
Oh.
Alright, well, Landrod, congratulations. You are the truck champion.
Can I just finish?
Yes,
I don't
sure.
want to take too much. Okay. Sorry, but this is a big moment for me.
Landrod, are you crying?
Kind of.
Okay.
The
I never
emotions.
thought I'd have a shot. 0 wins and only 3 runner-up finishes to my name. Never thought I'd have a chance. But, no. And, come around the pit stop and stuff, I'm thinking to myself, 12 laps to go. Okay, we take tires and fuel. Get out of pit road. And I thought to myself, don't make the same mistake that he did. GT did, so I didn't. Dave my mark, whatever the hell, marks, whatever. And, stuff like that. And then, when I got, running through, and I ran a few laps, all of a sudden, I see this black and white and green truck. And who is the only black and white and green truck there?
That'd be Don.
That would be Don. I passed him, and I'm thinking to myself, is this really happening?
Wasn't that to put him a lap down, though?
Yeah. I thought, is this happening? And then I'm putting Maverick a lap down. I'm thinking to myself, I'm already going nuts and the checkered's not even out. And the white flag came out, and we're going down the back straight. And all I thought to myself was, am I doing this? Came off at 3, going into 4. I said to the guys, guys, is this the last lap? And they said, yeah. Come out of turn 4 and look where I am now, talking to you guys and crying like a fucking child. I'm speechless. Woo!
Thank you for joining us, Landrod, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
have
you,
a good
guys.
night.
I was actually going to ask one more question real quick.
Go ahead.
Knowing that you are a champion, does that mean you're going to be having any opportunities coming your way next season?
I don't know, but if there is, and we'll have to see. Man, I'm really emotional right now. And this really means a lot to me, and I thank you guys for having me here.
No problem.
And if Texas is watching this, thank you for letting me race, man. It's been an honor. Thank you, you guys, Bradley, everybody, just everybody, all the drivers, interviewers, owners, whatever, car owners. Thank you, really means a lot. So thank you.
Hey, go celebrate with that championship. Got 2 months till Daytona comes.
Right now I'm by myself, so. If the beer, if the fridge is, if nobody's around and there's beer in the fridge, hell, we might have a celebration.
Go celebrate
I'll
your
see you
town.
guys.
Yep.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Landrod.
No problem.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, Siri.
So did Don finish second in the championship points there? Okay. I'll get him in the party. Landrod is very, very emotional there, which is good to see. He's their Truck Series champion, and it's just how big of a deal it is. So, congratulations again to Landrod in that 75 car. Now let's find that 45 car as we wait on Don Benzito to join. And if Don doesn't join, then we'll try to get Darth Kylo in.
Yeah, usually when you have a champion like someone like Landlord being so excited, you got to be also be disappointed with like Don or who else? Trying to think of the other GT Low, because
Maverick.
Those two, yeah, Maverick as well. Those three did everything they could try and do to catch Landlord. GT Low even went as low as blocking Landlord at the end of stage 1. So that showed to us what GT Low was willing to do for the title. So. If GT Low didn't make that mistake coming out of pit road, coming out the access road, coming off the turn 2 a little lower than he should have been, the chances are that might be a different story at the end of all this. But if that didn't happen, I still would think that Landwald would beat GT Low for the title.
Yeah, I agree. So
I say we get a race winner in here.
I don't know if Don's gonna join, yeah, so we'll try to get Darth Kylo in. Darth Kylo got offline, so we can't get him on an interview. Maverick's offline as well, so we can try to get Sal or GT Low. I'll go with Sal. Yep. Yeah, so we're gonna get Sal in here since we can't get Darth. Then we'll wait on GT, and Don hasn't joined yet, so I'm just waiting on that. I'm waiting on Sal now. Hello, Sal.
Hey, what's up?
How did your race go tonight?
Fairly better than expected. We played the pit strategy card correctly the first and second stage, getting us the stage wins. Stage 3, it just didn't go as planned. I probably flip-flopped the strategies, or I did something wrong. But I knew if we could have just done what we were doing in the stages, we had a chance at the win.
And Sal, so of course you weren't in the Final Four. Do you think that played a factor? Do you think if you were in the Final Four that you might have had something for Landrod tonight?
Probably. Like I said, I was going for a win, and obviously, if I was going for a championship, I would have played my cards a little bit smarter and better. Because running for a championship, I wasn't gonna be able to make a mistake this big, like forgetting what strategy I'm using to get myself up front. Because I knew, just flat out on the racetrack, I wasn't gonna be able to pass him, for the simple fact that it took my truck a little while to get going.
You guys got questions?
No, I don't.
No.
Alright, well, thank you, Sal, and Good luck next
Actually,
year
got
in
a
that
question.
99 car. Oh, Smarts has a question.
Yeah, I got a question. Knowing that you unfortunately couldn't make it to the championship four this year, are you going to be more determined next year to make the final four in the truck series?
For sure, I think a couple races ago I mentioned that being a rookie, I didn't set myself any goals in this series. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect us to have such a great season the way we were, and ended up having. So now that we know that what we can do, and we've proven we can win races, and not just win races, but run consistently in the top half of the field. Um, the championship next year is going to be the only goal that we have.
Alright.
Thank you for coming in here, Sal, and it'll be your next year driving for my 99 car. Thank you.
We'll have a good owner for it, so.
Of course.
Alright, thanks.
All right. Well,
No
I don't.
problem.
I don't think we really need to get GT Low in here because we interviewed him as the in-race reporter. So I think
Yeah.
this is a good point where we can wrap it up tonight. We will be back tomorrow for the Xfinity broadcast. I'm not sure exactly who's going to be in there yet, and then I'll be back Sunday as well for the Cup Series broadcast. So thank you for everybody that joined me in the booth tonight: Weasel, S'mores, Ryan, and Smoke. So trying out the Supercast thing. I think it went pretty well tonight, so thank you guys for joining me. And for everybody here tonight, I'm Mike Man, and have a great night. Congratulations to Landrod.
Mm-hmm.